Hi everyone, it's Gail. I am here with my May KraftTex project and super excited to do this one. What I have well, let me tell you what the May product is. It's the KraftTex Emerald PreWash, hand dyed and pre-washed. So it's a beautiful green color, and I wanted to show you a little folder, some of the projects that people had done. So fun. The little scissors holder here is embossed. And look, there's a journal, totes, and all sorts of things. So really fun, really fun. So anyway, if you love green, then it's your month. And I am going to do a nature journal. Actually, I'm going to do a nature journal cover, and then I'm going to do a little pouch to put it in. Sort of like a field notes sort of thing. And let me show you quickly. I'm going to use this wonderful digital by Andrea at Artie Mays and Tracy Fox at Love Junk Journals. They've collaborated and done a wonderful kit, and I've done the pages coffee dyed. I want it to be grungy and, you know, naturey. And I thought it might be kind of fun to have like an envelope type of thing, pouch. I'm going to call it a pouch. I made this one last month in just a small version, and so I decided I want to make a bigger version that the journal will fit inside. So that's my plan. That's my plan. That's what we're going to do. So let me give you some measurements. This is the journal cover here, and so it is 9 by 12, 9 inches by 12 inches, because then an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper folded as these are printed on. It fits perfectly in there. So that's the cover, 9 inches by 12 inches. And then I cut this piece, this bigger piece here. This one is 19 by 10, and this is going to fold up and be the little pouch. So I cut that, and then I also cut this little piece, which is 10 by, what is it? It's a little bit over 2 inches, and that is going to be this strap that closes the pouch. So that's what I'm up to. So we are going to get them ready. We're going to decorate. We're going to sew. We're going to get these things made is what we're going to do. So let's get started. I think we'll start on the envelope just because that's the part I'm most unsure how to do. So I was thinking that this way we'd go 8 inches up, because the book will be 6 inches. So, you know, enough room, because I do, you know me, I decorate heavily. So I'm going to get my bone folder. I'm just going to measure on my mat, because that will be close enough. Yep, so right about there is 8 inches. So I'm just going to fold this. So we've got 8 inches here, right? So I'll use my bone folder a little bit. Oops. Try and stay straight, Gail. Okay, bone folder there. And then we'll put this down so that we have plenty of room for the top, but we'll just get this folded out. Okay, and then so then my thought was to put the strap on like this. So I maybe could have gone a little longer like I did on this one, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll go in just fine. So before we start cutting, sewing, all of that, well, first of all, I want to cut a little edge on my flap here. So let's do that. Just so it easily goes in to our little strap hold there. Okay, so all I'm going to do is flip this like that. Is that how it was? No, it was like this. I'm going to flip it. I just don't know which way. Okay, I'm going to flip it, and then I'm going to cut along there. And then, so then it's even, right? Okay, now, the green is beautiful, but it's a little too pristine for me because my style is just a little more grungy. So I'm going to take my archival ink, and I'm definitely going to go around the edges here. And then I think we may kind of do a little, we may go up the side a little, or up the, we just may go over the whole thing is what I'm trying to say. But I want to do the sides and see how that looks first. Step one. Before I get crazy and just go all over the whole thing. I'm hitting a few spots as it is. But I was thinking, having this little pouch and having the journal to go in it, you know, if you're out hiking, you could throw it in your backpack because, you know, the KraftTex is super tough. And so with the envelope, then you're not going to wear out the cover of your journal. So I thought this might be kind of a fun thing to do. Okay, I'm going to do the other side a little bit. Just rubbing the pad over it and not being careful because, like I say, I do kind of want it a little more rustic looking, a little more naturey, if you will. Is naturey even a word? Probably not. Probably just made that up. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to do the strap. And what I might try is going over the strap with this and see how that does, because then that will kind of tell me if that's what I want to do on the rest of it or not. This is going to be mostly covered up anyway. I'm just going to grab a sheet. These will be cut out. Anyway, maybe not that one. The ones I want the back of. And maybe we could do right here. So yeah, see how it kind of tones it down a little bit? I think I am going to do that. I think I am. Okay, so let's just see what we get. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. That says I've been thrown in a backpack. I've hiked the Himalayas and taken notes about the flowers. Oh yeah, this is great. This is just enough. Okay. Okay, so there is our pouch. I think what I will do is decorate the strip the way I wanted to decorate it first before sewing this whole thing together. That's what I think I'll do. So all I was going to do is I'm going to put this leafy fabric over the top, and then I'm going to run this little lace down the middle, and we'll sew that on here in a second. There we go. All right, done with that. Okay, got to move a few things out of the way. Get my sewing machine over here. I don't think I need my bone folder again, so we'll put that away too. Okay. So if the noise of the sewing machine will bother you, you can fast forward or turn down your sound or whatever. So I'm going to do a zigzag stitch on. Okay, so now I'm having a thought. Okay, I think what I want to do is use some Fabri-Tac and put this down first. So we'll just do that. And what I'll do is I'll go down the edges of the fabrics and leave the middle without any glue so that I can glue or sew my lace on without hitting any glue. That's the plan anyway. Okay, just going down the edges, and then this will kind of keep the edges down on the strap, I think. Whereas they might catch a little bit or whatever if they weren't glued down. So that's a good idea to do. Okay, kind of do my best to center it. Okay, I've got a little extra length, so I'll cut that off. So that was another reason to do this, I suppose, huh? Not that it couldn't hang over a little bit. That'd be kind of a cute look too. But okay, so there's that. Yes. That's good. Now we'll do the sewing. So what I was going to say is I'm going to do a zigzag stitch, and I'm going to shrink down my stitch to 3.5 there and 1.5 there. And then we're just going to zigzag down the middle. I'm going to try to catch just this top part of our lace. Okay. That's straight on there. All right, let's do this. I've got my string stuck. Of course, I have a difficulty. I'm like, why is it? Why does it have so much tension? Well, it's because your string is stuck. That's why. Okay, continuing on. Oh yeah, it works so much better. Down the center here. And I did back stitch on both ends just because there'll be tension on this strip, and so we might want that. Okay, well that makes me happy. That is what I had in my brain. Yeah, you know, it's always like try and make happen what you had in your brain. Okay, let's cut these off too. All right, so now this is what the pouch is going to look like once it's closed. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put some Fabri-Tac on the strip to hold it down, and we'll let that dry and work on the journal for a moment. Just so I want this to be in a certain position, and I just don't want it to move. So, like that. So I'm just going to glue that on there, right on the very edge. Kind of a bit of a thin bead of the Fabri-Tac. Okay, and then this side. And then we'll set this aside to dry for a second. We won't sew around it quite yet. Okay. All right. That makes me feel more confident going in to sew the envelope. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Now let's do our decorating on our cover. So first thing we want to do is ink it, just like we did the pouch. So just gonna go around the edges. Okay. Boy, KraftTex just makes the best covers. I love it. Nice to put on a spine too. So something I want to try and haven't done yet is I want to emboss a spine and then just do the spine, not the whole cover out of KraftTex. I think that'd be fun too. Okay, so now we'll just give it a little rub around. Okay, and then I'm going to rub around in here too a little bit. And the inside will be distressed as well. Now another thing you could do, I don't think I want that much on this one, but another thing you could do is go in with another color too on the distressing, but I'm happy with this. So, okay. I think we're done with that ink. Now what we're going to do, I have this piece from the kit that I'm using. And so I knew I wanted to use it, but I wanted to layer it a bit. And so what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of going kind of like that. And then I've got these crocheted flowers that I'm thinking of putting right there. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to sew around the card and sew it onto the piece of lace. So where's my Fabri-Tac? There it is. So what I'm going to do, kind of have it positioned where I want it. So what I'm going to do is just put some Fabri-Tac right here in the middle where I won't be sewing. And just hold it in place while I do so. Okay, so put that out of the way. And once again, I think I will, of course I put it right where it will go through the holes. I think what I will do is use the smaller stitch yet again on this. So I hope I have enough thread on my bobbin. I did fill another bobbin just in case. Okay, here we go. Okay. And again, I like to end my stitch on the left so that it makes a nice corner. Okay. Yeah. And I did neglect to say I distressed the edges with distress ink of this card prior to starting the video. So it's distressed as well. Okay, did that. That is now attached. Goodness. Struggling with the thread clips. Probably the easiest part of the project, and I'm struggling. Okay, now, once again with the Fabri-Tac, I'm going to glue this whole thing, like behind the card and behind the lace, and put that down. That way I don't have any of the sewing marks on the back of. You could go straight on to the Fabri-Tac if you wanted. I was just thinking I'd like this not to have the sewing necessarily from the embellishment. So that was my thought. So let's get her on there. Let's see. I think I'm gonna glue this down to the card a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna go right to the edge of the card. Gonna be plenty generous with the glue because it won't, I don't think it will seep through the Fabri-Tac to the other side. So, okay, and then what I wanted to do here was go around each of these little circles to make sure that they stick down, because you're going to have the in and out of the pouch. So I'm thinking they needed that little extra to be glued. Okay, I think that's enough. Stuck to my finger, so. Okay, and here we go. Just gonna kind of center the embellishment, even though, as you can see, it's this is offset, but we'll center the embellishment. Okay, a little edge there I might like to have stick down a little more. Okay. Okay, so then I was thinking with these, I was thinking of something like that, but I just need to play with the positioning a little bit, maybe right about there. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is just lift them up a tiny bit and get the glue on there so that I don't lose my positioning. Okay, there's that one down. Do the other one. I'm hoping I put them out right side up. I think I did. Well, maybe not. Oh, well, they look pretty that way, so I'm not going to worry about it. I struggle with lace and crocheted things, deciding which side is the best side. Okay. Okay. And then this one is going to be a little tricky because of the, I think this lace, I don't know that I can get it glued down, but just make sure we get the center really good. Maybe I can pull a little string of glue onto this, a little lacy part. Okay. Okay, so now all we have to do is sew around the cover. But I'll set that aside to dry and we'll sew around our pouch. Now I'm going to reset my my size to what it was before, which was 5 and 2. Okay. So now I think with this, I'd like to just sew. I'm going to sew the flap. Normally what I would do on an envelope is go around this way and go all the way around this, but I think I want right side up stitching on this, so I think I'm going to just do the pouch, and that also helps me to make sure that these edges are double, you know, what do I want to say? Backstitched. That's what I want to say. Because we are going to want that to be good and strong there. I'm going to go a couple times. Okay. And there we go, right down our strip. Okay, so I just had an idea, and I think I'm going to do this. Was thinking about, you know, I was going to go all the way around, but I'm wondering if I don't sew this, that gives us a little more leeway for our book. So I don't think I'm going to sew the bottom. I'm just going to back stitch down here too. I haven't done this before, so I'm really learning as I show you guys. I'm learning as I go, which we're almost out of bobbin thread, so it's good that we did it this way. Okay, so let's see if we can get this side out of this bobbin. So far, we still have bobbin thread. Alrighty, we have ourselves a pouch. Oh, and we're just about out of bobbin, so I can flip out the bobbin before we do the flap. So let's cut our threads here and here. Okay, our flap or our pouch is ready. Now, let's just switch out bobbins. I apologize for that, but you know, it ends when it ends. You have not not a lot of control over that. I did check it prior to the video, which was was more than I oftentimes do. Oh my gosh, I'm almost out of thread too. Look at that. Okay, we're just gonna completely redo things. I've got another brown here that will work, should work just fine. So, sorry, again, you can fast forward through this part where I'm threading my machine. I'm pretty quick at it, but even still, you may not want to wait for me. Okay, get ourselves threaded. My fingers are sticky from the KraftTex, so this isn't easy. I'm so sorry. It takes me a minute. Darn. Okay. I have no feeling in my finger because of the KraftTex. So, oh my gosh. Okay. Any second now, we're going to have the needle threaded. Oh, please go in there. Sorry, guys. I got new glasses and everything, and sometimes I still cannot see what I'm doing. And I don't know how to use the automatic threader, so there you go. That's what you get with Gail videos where she doesn't edit. I am so sorry. Now I'm flustered and I can't get it. Yes, there it is. There it is, peeps. Goodness sakes. Thank you for your patience through that and bearing with me as I mumble around. Okay, so now we're ready to, I'm just going to go around the flap of our pouch and we'll see how this goes. Just kind of right here. I'm going to give it a quick back stitch, doesn't have to be as much. Then I'm going to just go sideways and then make it go sideways again. Sideways. And sideways. Okay, on that back stitch, I was careful not to catch the fold because I didn't want to do that. Okay. Oh, goodness. All right. So now I think we have a completed pouch for our journal. And then, see, then the little flap will just tuck right in here. It will loosen up with use. It's a little tight right now. Okay, it's a little high. Shoot. Okay, well, here we go. So, we just have to refold it, I think. I didn't account for the stitching taking up room, is what I didn't account for. Okay, if we do that, and then just fold it right there. Okay. There we go. Phew! Crisis averted. So I want to take my ink and re-ink the crease a bit. Well, we can almost always fix things, can't we? There we go. Okay, so that's our pouch. That is our pouch. I could put something on the outside, but decoratively there. But again, I'm wanting this to be kind of a rough and tumble journal, you know. Let's make sure our journal fits. Wouldn't that be a good idea? Oy, oy, oy. Oh, it's close with the stitching. I did not take this stitching into consideration, except on the bottom where I got smart. Okay, I think it's gonna fit. You know what I might do is I think I might cut just a tiny bit off the bottom and top. Yep, just did not measure for the stitching, so don't make the same mistake I did. I think it's going to be fine. I want to show you, I just wanted to show you how the Fisker's cutter will cut through KraftTex, that's all. Yeah, right, Gil. Okay, just a skosh up there, or do I think I'm going to do a little bit more off the bottom just because I have more room on the centering of my, yeah, let's just take off that little bit more. Okay. Okay, so that should fit better. I'm going to have to ink again, but that's okay. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. Crisis averted. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's just ink her up a little bit again on both sides. Okay. You get it all, don't you? You get the laughter, the tears, the joy, the fears. You get it all in my videos. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to just zigzag around the cover too, just because I think it gives it a little extra something. And then I've got some corners that I'd like to put on it as well. One more. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm glad we did that. The leaf design would have been fun going around this too, but alrighty then. We did that. Now I want to grab, I've got these little itty bitty corners that I want to put on the book. And let's see, I need my needle nose pliers too. And I do think I'm going to squish a little Fabri-Tac into the corner just to make sure that it stays. Now, these corners are available from Denise at A Tattered Dream. That's where I got them. So, they're a bit smaller than the Tim Holtz ones. The Tim Holtz ones are good for like a thicker cover, but these will be perfect on the Fabri-Tac. And see, they just slip over like this, and then we'll just squish them. So I do think I'm going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac on them. Maybe if I can get it into the crevice there. There we go. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. Let's start on the back until I get in my groove here. Okay, and then I just take these needle nose pliers and I'm just gonna squish kind of both sides at once. It goes a little bit wider when you, okay, so how can I fix that? Pure brute strength, that's how you do it, Gail. Okay, that's going to be fine. And that's just going to give that corner just a little extra protection with the in and outs of. Okay, just a tiny bit there. Let's see what happens if I just squish one at a time. Yep, that's a better process. Just squish the one at a time. And then they say square better. Okay. See, that's why I did the back first. Okay, now. Okay. Might like a little bit more than that. There we go. Okay. That on bottom front and squish and squish. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, and then this one. Okay. Alrighty then. We did it. We did a cover. We did a pouch. And that's what we have. Isn't that fun? I'm still not fitting like I want to. You know what, can't really cut it down either. There's the secret. You got to go in all at once. So there's the pouch. There's the journal cover. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I think they're great. And so if you guys want to check out some Fabri-Tac, no, that's the glue, KraftTex. If you want to check out the KraftTex, I have it available on through my website. So Gail's Favorite Things. So it's there, and CT Publishing are the folks that market KraftTex, but then you buy it through retailers. So you can go to Gail's Favorite Things. I don't have everything that KraftTex makes there, but you can search through my website as well and find it and get yourself some to play with. It's so much fun. I have so enjoyed, and I'm so grateful to the KraftTex people for making me an ambassador, because it's pushed my creativity and made me figure out something each month to do differently with this awesome product. So thanks everybody so much. We will just see you in the next video. Take care. Have a grateful day. Bye.